Hold on. Oh. Okay, you push everything down. That's cool. I got it right here for you, baby. All right, do it. Start over.
God damn it.
All right.
Hold on. There we go. All right. Reboot. And welcome everybody to the Artists United Network podcast station here where I'm kicking it with Keen, and y'all know what it is. Your host with the most, Keenan Sargent here, and I'm proud to have an exclusive, it's a very, very exclusive podcast today. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Jason, my little side partner right here.
Ready made.
Of course, he didn't come alone. We had to bring the crew. We got Steffine Urkell. We got Kenny Moses.
Yes,
and Matchez Malone again. What's up, y'all?
What up?
Now, first off, y'all feeling good? Y'all feeling fresh out here?
Yeah.
Y'all hydrated? Y'all got your waters?
Yes, sir.
Y'all got your blunts?
I do.
All right, so basically, these guys are here because we had a show just a few weeks ago, Steffine's 6-side tour. It was basically an amazing event. It had a whole lot of collaborations. It was just fun. So just go back through it. So start bringing up the people. Like, what was how did that all work out for you?
I guess like the first time when I had what I was saying, like when we first came, first it was Kenny Moses' idea for it to be a song. He came to me about like, hey, I got this idea. I want to call this track Sushi. And the reason why I want to call it Sushi because it's an acquired taste. It's not for everybody. And he said he felt like our personalities, our music is the same way. So I liked how he had explained it. I'm like, man, I got to expand that more than just a song. For real. Like, how about you turn into a show? I was going to do a show anyway. Like, how about we just, like, collab and just turn it to a whole event? And thank God he was with it. So we turned it to a whole event. So I just started, thinking of all the artists that I might want to put on it. Because I be looking throughout the year, like who I would want to put on shows and all that and stuff. Right. But of course he came up with the idea. So had Kenny Moses, and he like a brother to me. Then same way with Yerrty, man. Got a relationship with him. We got music together and stuff with him. Grew up with Matchez right here. Before then had linked up with him. Was doing music and stuff with him. Met Siren. There was a whole bunch of crazy events, and stuff, but I felt like she was super talented, so I wanted to put her on, and then it just, just kept going from that. People who I felt like that would fit the bill and would fit, the sushi ordeal to a T. And then I was right. What I was thinking in my head, it was from start to finish. It was a great show. I don't feel like it was lackluster anywhere, and everybody brought something different. Then nobody sounded the same, like how I thought. Everybody did their role. Everybody that night, it was a great night. No drama. Everybody had fun. For real. All these different, people, demographics. People from different walks of life, all coming together and having a great time, and basically selling out the joint. For real. So
right.
I had like probably about 50 people that didn't come. For real. So, but it was so much. It was so much.
Numbers happen. It happens though.
But it was so much going on that night. Glorilla had a show.
It's still almost started.
Yeah. So it was like
talking shit.
Yeah. So it was like, and Frost had talked to me because he know how I am. Everybody know I'm like super technical and strategic with stuff. And he was like, Glorilla got a show. Then, do you want to go to another weekend? I'm like, nah, I'm confident we gonna do what we gonna do. And I'm glad I stuck to my guns and we did that. For real. Though all this other stuff was going on. Brian McKnight, SWV was here. The Beano had a thing with Glorilla, after that. On the 6 side, where we from, all that stuff. And we still did that. We filled it out. It was packed out, and it was the best show, in my opinion, of the year. So we showed out, and I'm pretty sure people gonna be tuned in for Sushi too.
Oh shit! Set it out, man. Set it out. So like, I think it was definitely an amazing show, and I will definitely say like, very very little have I used to go to the East Side. I've been to Pops the most. Been to the Eyes. That was my second time overall going to the Eyes, and my first time going to the Red Room. Like, did you think like you want to go with the Eyes, or did you have like somewhere else in mind? Like, what was your location? idea? Where that
I wanted to. So everybody that know like how I do shows, I 99.9% of the time perform with a band. Me, band, and backup singers. Everybody know this is me. Like that's my signature. But I want to do something completely different. And I knew that room, you know, what the capacity was. Right. And I was like, man, I saw what I did at Pop, so I feel like that room be easy. You know, so I just wanted to prove certain things that I could do, certain things like to myself. You know, put a bill together like that, pack it together, and also like my first time just performing with me and the DJ. You know, for real, rather than having my whole unit. You know, and stuff. That was my first time performing like that.
Really?
Yeah. So, but I want to bring my creativity to it. You know, on that small stage, and I still was able to, bring a lot of creativity to it. So I think I proved a lot of points with doing it.
Now, for a lot of music artists, and I probably did it a few times. Like I know I'm more of the hosting material, and also shout out to Dustin Diggs and Zoe Vanguard for doing a fabulous hosting job. You guys,
salute to y'all.
For sure.
Now, as far as like doing music, you're in the studio, you record your set, pow, and then when you go the day when you have a little performance of your own, you're on stage and there's like a big crowd. So like, do you feel like a different way when you do that? Like, do you feel like you're not in the studio anymore? Now it's live. You can't mess up for anything. Like, do you ever feel like different performing it?
Nah, it's like all y'all probably can attest to this. It's like you do get like that butterfly effect. It could be like 2 or 3 people up there, or it's 1,000. It really don't matter. You still get that butterfly feeling. But like once you hit it and once you on go, it's like you black out.
Yo,
and you just
black
do what you do.
Go.
It's time
feed
to
off people's faces
too,
man.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
My brother asked me hey man, it seemed like you weren't nervous at all, and I said no, I was nervous, but the thing is, I'm nervous every time I do a show or something like that because if you ain't nervous, you don't give a fuck.
Right.
You gotta have some nerve if you really care about it. You know what I'm saying?
If you were there an hour before the show, everybody was in their car listening to their own shit.
I know I was riding that too. I was listening to myself.
I listen to somebody next to me like, man, that's just fire.
Outside, I just confessed
that
like that's the fastest my heart has ever beat. You know, like man.
But it gotta happen, so you like
Yeah.
Because like I know it's like it's always a builder, especially when you got like a good build. You know the songs you want to play, and you want to kind of go soft at first, and then go with the bang, and then you want to end smooth. And we can all kind of agree. We all did Easter speeches at church, yes, and like we all did that before. But like you're young at that time, and you kind of like. You kind of get about. I think once you get older, you kind of conquer that fear, and you definitely just overcome your emotions of being able to talk or to sing in front of a crowd. So like, and I think what y'all did at Six Side, it was definitely like small room, but you feel more of the ambience. You know what you're doing. You know how you're kicking it up, and you definitely got the right flow for it. So like. I would definitely say like the highlight to me, definitely shout out to him, The Wave, he was great. Siren, she had a wonderful voice. Matchez Malone, and I said it before, I held his camera for like 14 minutes straight, and I had my phone doing a little bit of recordings and snippets, and I'm like, God damn, I'm doing like multi-task filming. That's amazing.
I appreciate it too, man. You was working that camera. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And like I said, I think what really sparked me is like, you know who to get to put on a show. So like, do you first think, okay, let me get these guys, or do you kind of discover someone new, or do you kind of have like a whole agenda for who you want to be on the bill?
Yeah, it's a combination of all that all together, for real. So like I did my first hosting gig like a couple months ago, and Wave opened up the show there. And I was like, I got to get him for a show because how he is, like he a great performer, for real. Like his music to me is better when he performs it, rather than listening to it. Like you can really feel it, and he really gets the crowd like involved. He high energy, for real. He like he put me in mind of Travis Scott, for real. He give me them type vibes, but I like even how he look, everything put you in mind of like Travis, but how he dance and everything is like it's real current, but it ain't over the top.
Right.
For it's just enough, and he was the perfect person to start the show off. With the energy.
Definitely.
You know, for real. So I'm glad it all worked out how it was supposed to, because he was the perfect person to, to start everything off.
Right. And also, like I said, shout out to the Wave and also the Big Lou. They just did a music video just a few days ago, and it actually looks pretty dope. What now? How many times it take to make a music video, and you want to be spot on with it, like depending on the song? Like what's the longest you done with a music video?
About 2 days. So I probably say it was about like 12 hours for real.
Okay, because I know we did one, and it took like almost a month.
Really?
Yeah, because you put all the extra shit in there, and it's crazy because
post production.
No, like we're talking like for a 7-minute song, and it took like a month
to shoot.
Yeah,
that's a bunch of B-roll.
Bro, that's a lot. That's a lot of money that you.
B-roll.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was
that's A B C D E F G H.
Amazon.
Say the whole alphabet roll.
But like I said, I think just production wise, it definitely has like its perks, especially you don't have to make it look right, but you want to get the people understanding, and especially with this music nowadays, more likely you got people that can talk. You got people that can show videos with like certain emotions or just being high, getting rich, whatever. Like I could definitely see at 6 Side, everyone had like a mixture of emotion, and honestly, and everyone kind of get in tone with that. Like, what would be like a energy? Like, what would be a vibe to your music? Like, what's your vibe like throughout your tracks?
I don't know. It's almost like it's sporadic. It's not even planned. For real. It's just whatever I feel like I'm supposed to be doing at the moment. That's what occurs. And I know y'all probably could say the same thing.
I'm gonna say it's always different. Like you just said, it depends like on what's going on. It's like always like you through life, you go through these different types of emotions, and like this week or this day you might be sad. This day you might be happy. This day you might be happy or turned, or it just depends on what you're going through at the moment.
Yeah.
Especially
like I told Dustin a couple 2 days ago or whatever. He asked me pretty much the same question. I was like, I'm not the type of person that wear my emotions and shit on my sleeve, so I put it through my music. So that's why my music is kind of different, because like whatever I'm feeling at that moment, it's gonna come out on them songs. You know what I'm saying? That's my pretty much my therapy. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Yeah. I think everybody say, "What about you, Ready Made?"
I'm saying, bro, talk my shit. I'm the same way, bro. It's whatever you feel. Like, I've been sitting on shit, though, for a long time, like you said, like, because then at some point, you're writing sad songs, you're writing happy songs, you're writing banging, club bangers. So you might be sitting on a bunch of these tracks that you're like, I don't want to put all these on this album because they're not going to fit how this layout's going to go.
Right.
Like, I've been sitting on tracks for years. I'm sure you sitting on shit. You sitting on shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
and then it's now going to be relative again. You know what I mean? Again, relevant again.
Well, I mean, like I said, everyone has a different flow. I mean, if it was me, like, okay, I'm gonna make a song about video games, but like each track or each album is gonna be a certain game, console, whatever. But like everyone, depending on how you grew up or depending on how you see life, that's the thing that gets people going. I can hear one song and I think, wow, this thing is a jam. But in a sense, it could be about a sad story, and we all do that. Yeah, like it could be a jam of a song, but be sad. It could be a slow song, but be happy. Like
I'm gonna tell you about this. Like, this is funny. Have you ever seen? Everybody seen Friends, right?
Yeah.
Have you noticed how sad that song is?
I'll be there for you.
You're like,
That's just how it happens. I don't know the words.
I haven't watched the show that much, but yeah.
Your job's a joke, your bro.
Oh,
your love life DOA. It's like you always stuck in second gear. That's sad.
It is sad. But you still got your friends. I guess that's the point.
But you still got your friends at the end. But I get it. But it's just like, damn, that's a down time. Like,
you're feeling the song, but then you play it over and over again, and it trips you. It definitely trips you. Like, okay, Timmy Turner. I'm like, okay, that's a nice jam, nice beat to it, but then, yeah, some other shit. And I'm more of a rock guy, so I kind of know how that goes down. But like, I think that everyone has like a certain moveset. Everyone has like, a certain switch, and I kind of get it. They always say like, with comedians, they can be the most depressed people, but they joke their way through life. And with music, you can have like a weird childhood, whatever, but the music that you write is giving people your story. and especially nowadays, you know, it's a hard world out there. It's a hard industry, but you know, at the same time, you know, you do what you do, and just kind of just make everything happen.
You make it for yourself, not for them.
Right.
That's what it is at this point.
So like on a music standpoint, like what has been, and if it gets too personal, what has been the most difficult time? Whether performing, whether just working on projects. What's been the most difficult time for both of you guys?
All right. Well, I was just telling you, you know, about. All right, so I got this song called "Let It Go" with Yore that I performed there. And that's like my pop like type song. But when people listen to it, that's like I'm not done with it yet. It's like halfway finished, and it's because I want to get all the perfect words and everything to say to it, because it's a part on there that I want people to listen to. Like it sounds like real heavenly, like you're not here, right? Like you're in a different frequency. And the thing is with me, what it's saying to me is that it's the souls that stuck between heaven and hell that was killed like unjust. They want to know why they was taken away. You know, kids didn't get to grow up. Kids didn't make it, period. You know, for real. Just people that didn't die, and it just like seemed like it was senseless. You know, for real. And although they are gone from here and you supposed to be absent from pain, it's like they still have it. You know, for real. And I want to be the voice and speak for them. You know, for real. And it's been kind of difficult for me to find them words because I want to actually be the voice, you know, for them. So I would say that's the hardest thing for me to write right now, because I want to get it perfect. I want to ease, you know, some of that discomfort, you know, for real. So I would say that's what mine is.
And I know you also gave a tribute to I believe you said he was your producer. Yeah, I think it was one of his songs. That was a real nice song for one. And I know a lot of people go through that. You know, when you have a close friend, close family, or you know, someone that's not blood, but just like they're there for you, no matter what. That's your A1. Because I know I lost a few friends, I lost a few relatives, but like I think what's different with like music, you know, they're there for you from the beginning, right? And they want to see you grow. They want to see you progress. So like, first of all, my condolences. What can make an artist like you continue? You know, when you go through a hard time, what's a push that keeps you going?
Moments like that, like what you just said. They wouldn't want me to stop. They want me to go harder. You know, than what I was doing it for them. Like how the whole plan with me and him was to let people know we just as great as, you know, Dre and M, you know, 40 and Drake, and you know, whatever the collab teams are. We wanted the world to know that, and because he's gone doesn't mean that it has to stop. You see what I'm saying? It's for me to push harder for people to see that, you know, through that. Yeah. So he's to live through me and to prove that even more and to push me even harder. Like if I hit a plateau, now that plateau is like disappeared. You know, for real, because I have to go harder for not only me but also for his family.
Man, we had that conversation right before you know what I'm saying, the show. You know what I'm saying? Because me and him go back with him. And I was almost like, bro, I was in a different mindset because I was getting ready for the show. But then that shit I found out that morning, I'm like, yo, me and him got like unreleased music we was working on. And so I'm going to eventually put that out. Got the okay from his people, all that shit. So. But I hit him up. We was talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, we got to go super hard tonight for that." You know what I'm saying? Like, if we was gonna go hard, we got to go extremely hard now. You know, so I'm like, "Nah, we're gonna go."
Yeah, one at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Well, I found out in the morning, like 9. When as soon as I woke up, just you know, normal shit. Just you know, you pick up your phone and look at your text messages, or whatever, you missed calls or whatever, and then. I seen like his cousin like put some shit. And I'm thinking like they always be bullshitting. Now, this might be you know, fake. So like I hit him in the messenger like, yo, is this really like And I'm like, dude, I literally just talked to him and like so I asked him for his email and I'm like, me and your cousin was like working on this shit. So sent him some music that we didn't get to do, but that's when I hit you afterwards and was like, yo, yeah, we got to go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was eerie because it happened the day of the show.
The day of, yeah.
Man, that's...
And he was finna come to the show.
Yeah, he was gonna come to. He ain't never missed a show.
Yeah,
Again, that it hits the field. It really does. Because I had a friend a few years back. I think it was 2018 or 2019. I forget the year. And I met her at this one show because I had to interview this one band. And I think the week after, and it was on a Saturday, the week after, I'm just going through Facebook and I saw his girlfriend at the time, you know, saying like, rest easy or I'll miss you. I'm like, what? Because I met both of them. And I'm like, what the hell? And I found out that he passed away in like in a car accident. I'm like, and I just met the dude at that one show. Mm-hmm. And we were actually talking about doing shit afterwards. I'm like, like I said, it's definitely a dark time now, even with everything just left and right. But I think with how we kind of deal with it and cope with it, it definitely does have like a great aspect and experience that we give to the young folk. Like, listen, you know, life's gonna be hard. Understand it, and not saying to accept everything about it, but you know, you want to be able to accept what you still have and keep pushing because they will tell you to keep pushing. And I think for everyone, even at home, you know, we're not all of us gonna live forever, and I get that. But like at the same time, you want to live every day like if it was your last, and you want to just go out with a bang. And like I said, for you put on that show, which definitely again was great. It was definitely like it was a great moment for you, great moment for Kenny, great moment for Jason, to Matchez, great moment to everybody because they're seeing young talent, and you know you look forward in the future and you see your kids, they do the same thing. You think, wow, I did a good job. Mm-hmm. And for most people, you know, sometimes they would quit, and we don't even know why. Like they would quit just for no reason. So like. I know there was never a time that y'all decided to kind of just drop the mic and go. You guys kept pushing.
Life happens though. Sometimes
I can't, man. It's therapy. I said it earlier. I can't.
So like
it's a niche.
So like I know for like each music, like I said, it does have a meaning and it's like medicine. So like what's on your own track? What's a song that reflects you and just it's just your favorite song and from your own music?
That's all.
Yeah, that's all. You got one favorite song?
I don't feel like I wrote it yet.
Yeah, I answer that. I'll say all of them. Meaning this.
That's a cop album.
Let me explain that though, because like we explained earlier, I work off of a vibe. Like if somebody pissed me off, I might go in there and make one of the hardest fucking trap songs ever. Mm-hmm. If my girl pissed me off, I might go in there and make one of the best R&B fucking songs ever. You never know. So so I just work off the vibe of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we create the best possible song in that moment? And then move on to the next song. So all of them, because I go off of the emotion. You know what I'm saying? So
what about you?
I mean, got a lot of good songs, but Astronaut on the last album that I had is probably the one that's the most meaningful to me. Introvert on the new album that's not out yet, which was the opening song I did for the show, for me, is probably like more of like knowing more of me, like more of my story. Astronaut is more of like
if you got a
I was going through a super hard time at that point in my life, so that one meant the most. So.
Yeah, send me that link, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think it's on every platform rolling. So.
I don't think I've made mine yet, but I say my best moment performing wise was last year. Was my first headline show when I proposed to my daughters. I want to be the first man to ever propose to them. Hey, so I proposed to them with roses. So I could say that was the most special moment to me performing in my life, because it was like then nobody else exists at that moment. It was just us in our own little bubble. You know, and stuff. So, and I think everybody felt it. It wasn't just nothing I was just doing. Right. To look good. It felt.
Hey, I was there, man. I was there.
I got that in my
it is like, I'd never forget that. And I pray they never do too. So when a man do propose to them, they'll know that it's right. That it'll put them back in a place, a state of mind like, damn, this put me in the mind of when Daddy did this on stage for me. You know, for real. And that was my whole reason behind it, you know, for real. So I could say that's my
special moment for sure.
special moment.
Now speaking of that, so like for you guys, like what was a special, not special one, your first ever performance, like how did it feel, and then once you kind of continue that, like what have you changed alongside your performances? Like your first ever performance.
First?
Oh, look, okay. Well, I'll go first. I'll go first. I'm like,
Camera spot on.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. No, man. My first performance is just like my last performance. I'm nervous every single time, but I don't know. Some click in me be like, "Yo, I'm here now. What am I gonna do? I can't mind spaghetti this shit." and choke, you know what I'm saying? No, we here now.
Yep.
Like I'll agree to it, and then leading up to the show is different when it's like, oh, it's 3 days, it's 2 days, it's 1 day, and then it's like, oh, I'm here now. You gonna back out now? Nope. You had all that chance to back out. Nope. Gotta do it. I'm nervous as shit every single time, but fuck it. Let's see what happens.
You remember your first show?
Yeah, my first show, and I made sure I didn't tell nobody either.
Secret show.
Yeah. So, but my favorite first show was at and you came to it, was 2019 at Pops.
Okay.
That was my first time ever performing, bro.
I didn't know that.
Hold
They're like, did
real
nobody
quick.
know?
Really?
I'm glad you said. I don't want to cut you out real quick. I just want to say because my first show was actually the because I did 2009 is the first show.
Oh,
and it was do you remember Mr. G's or Quinn's in Fairview Heights?
That sounds familiar.
Fairview Heights.
It's like right across the street from
Yeah, you was telling me that from that gas station right
yeah,
there.
from the gas station right there in that corner with like the Planned Parenthood and all that. So they was doing shows over there, and that was my first show. And so I was 19. They had to put the wristband on me because people who go in there would drink.
Yeah.
So they put the X on your hand if you was under. They was cool with me, so they shut down now.
I had to do that for my
They shut down now. Fuck it. They gave me the X anyway, so I was in there fucked up.
Yeah, I'm like,
so a little bit of the drinking helped with my nerves. But
Man, I was doing
2009.
That,
I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
I was down at the Landon and Releases, bro. If you remember Releases, I'm talking about 2000s, 99, bro. I've been that long.
You said what year?
99, 2000s, bro.
dude, I was like first grade,
Juvie
second
style
grade,
shit.
man.
I'm talking. I'm 40, bro. I've been doing this for decades.
But my first show was 2019. What was it? November? Yep, November at Pops. And
That's crazy. Your first show was at Pops, though. That's a big ass spot in
Yeah,
St. Louis to be
and-
your first show, bro.
and I performed with a band and everything. I started off with a big band and backup singers and everything, and I
ain't
killed
touched
it.
Pops yet, ever.
I had way more people come for me than a headliner, you know, and stuff. And it's like I took the energy out the building after my set was over. You know, when he came on, it was like
What was the set?
just
Summer on the Way
different.
type stuff?
Yeah, I did something on the way
that's my
first
shit
with like
still,
I did it with the radio version, then it switched to the band.
Oh wow, that's
And man, when I tell you, it was like the energy like left, you know, for real, because he came on, and he had did his set with just him and like in the music, and you know when you just did something with a band, it was just beautiful. It's just like it ain't comparable for real. It's like people weren't even paying attention, and I had got footage from it, and I didn't know who the voice was, but now I know who the voice was. It was Frost Money up there. When I performed, he was like, "Who is this dude?" Like he out here wilding, and you know, and everything. And from me doing that one show, it got me my headline.
See,
you know,
and I noticed that a lot too. Like with a lot of concerts, you know, you got your openers, and then you got your mid part, and then you got the headlines, and it could be like a double header, right? Some people go for that one, or some people go to the other. Right now, I find that weird because why not just say for a whole show? I mean, I missed a few openers, but like I still stayed remainder of the show, and I feel it was crazy. Like the guy that's supposed to headline had like a lesser crowd than the guy before him, and I feel like not saying like a stab in the back or anything, but it's like so they. I mean, I get it. You got the vibe. You definitely got the energy too, and it definitely kind of gets the crowd going. But like dude, support the music. That's my thing, man.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% with it.
Right, support it.
Can you
support everybody?
Emphasis on that?
Man.
Like, the whole time I was like helping promote the sushi show, I kept making sure I'll say at the end, stay and support all of the artists.
Yeah, support everybody.
Man,
at least give them a shot.
All working a certain amount of hours putting this shit together to come out and do this shit in, you know what I'm saying? So like, stay for everybody. Even if your people came for the first, your first person, the person you came to see open the show, stay for everybody because he cool with them too, and you know, all of us working the same amount. You know
you never know who you are like. You know, some people leave and then they, I guess because they not known, you know, for real, you not going to listen. Yeah. But this could be the greatest person on earth.
Bro, you know, I ain't never heard Kenny before, and then I'm like, this motherfucker. Oh.
Yeah. You gotta get people a chance.
I was like, yo, I checked him out when he was doing his
what was that, 11th?
Sound check.
He was doing his sound check.
Okay.
This boy,
I'm walking in I'm outside smoking real quick. You know? So I come back in and I heard a beat going, and I'm like, oh, nice beat. But I'm like, okay, I heard a lot of nice beats. But then I started listening to the lyrics. I say, oh, hold up. I say, oh, homie, nice. Yeah, okay.
I appreciate it.
Now let me say, like, you know, for Kenny, you know, you do have like that spiritual, like, I want to say like Christian vibe, I guess. Like, what's your background? Vibe? Like, what's your like you got like a spirit vibe? Like, what's your mindset?
That's good though.
I won't say it's bad, but I'm just saying I wouldn't. That's the thing. I wouldn't expect them to say that. I'm like, what? Okay,
well, I don't know if you rappers like in that type of genre, like, but you got like a good you got like good stage presence and performance. Like, what's your take on your music? Like, what will be your expectations of a song?
Man, like I was saying earlier, like the last time I said with Justin, man, this is a vibe, man. The spirit, like the inside, like unfleshly. Like,
you can tell right here. You ain't even in the mic, bro. You just vibing. It's so hard, bro.
It's just like, for real. Man, it's spirit for real, man.
And it's hard to capture like the energy that was in the building, like the crowd anticipation, how it was, how everybody had it rocking. Like for real, like I said, there wasn't nobody that was lackluster. Everybody did their thing from beginning to end, and then nobody sounded the same. Like for real.
At one point, I blacked out, man.
I'm telling you, it happens, bro. It does.
It happens.
shit.
At one point,
that's like driving to work sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You're like, am I already here? I don't even remember driving.
Right. I don't even remember, like, you know.
That type of stuff.
It was some chicks like in my the footage I got. They was like flicking me off. And shit. I felt like they was flicking me off.
What?
Damn.
What? I didn't see that.
My energy was like, let me go over there and rap in their face.
Hey, I was just saying that earlier. I had to do the same shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and at that point, I'm like, I'm blacking out. Like, I'm just there with it now.
You done.
You know
you can win them over, you know.
I swear,
it's true.
It's a challenge.
But they could have been just doing that just to whatever. But my headset was like,
y'all feed off of it.
My mindset was like, yo, if they not cool, but if they are, let me go in their face.
It's kind of like how comedians are. You know, they hear a heckler and they're gonna go talk to the heckler. Exactly. Now, for a musician, that's a definite challenge, and I definitely give you praise on that because, like, I know a lot of people, they would throw shit on stage or whatever. They could say something and be like, "What the fuck you say, bro?" And you're not backing down from that. Fuck that noise. If you're gonna go at them. It's like a beef battle.
That's a slippery slope, man.
But the thing is, the crowd is always gonna be I'm not gonna say the winner, but like the crowd is always gonna be an easy target because they're watching the performance. They're not in the performance, so that's gonna make it more bad for them when they get clowned by one of us. That's how I go on it. But like you learn your audience so well, and especially like someone that has not been to a lot of concerts and they don't really know the certain concert venues in this case. 'Cause I'm pretty like all of us, we had like bad audience moments. Like we all have like that one person that's gonna really get in your head, and you gotta just be like, well, I know what the fucking end his career. Like, what was that like to you? Do you go hard with it? Or do you kind of go smooth with it?
Bro, I've jumped off stage and hit somebody with a mic once.
For real?
Lie.
Damn.
I lost a lot of shows though at the time. That was a long time ago, bro.
You did deck.
We used to do that shit.
Straight deck.
Back in the day, be like, if we gonna rap about it, we gonna do this shit. For real.
Like straight deck. Like
I'm talking about straight deck.
God.
Damn.
You can hear that feedback.
Oh yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, the landing was a wild place though.
He say around that time.
I'm talking about back in the day though.
I mean, it's twice.
But they say St. Louis is a hard crowd, so if you can rock St. Louis, then you good.
I mean,
but you don't want to overreact, bro. You just got to not do that anymore. You can't do that.
Well, I mean, you can. I mean, so
you don't want to.
You
don't want to though.
Let's change gears here. So, like, if someone threw something at you,
yeah, that'd be
what would be your reaction? Go at them or just continue?
I think my people there watching me would probably get that guy. I would just. They would probably want me to continue with my shit. And then they will pull his ass. You know what I mean?
It'd be a race. I ain't even gonna stunt. It'd be a race between me and them, especially at the moment, because that's
unless you hit me.
That's like getting spit on.
Right.
Like for real.
You know,
so
jealousy.
I'm saying, but not just thinking. Like you would just off reaction. You would just forget this performance you out there.
What'd you say?
No, you said you was doing your thing for about 1990.
Facts. Right.
Okay, so.
99 to 2000.
All right.
Cash Money Red.
So, do you remember Heartbreakers on the land?
Yes,
right?
I do.
All right, so I performed at Heartbreakers at 19 years old.
You went way back.
I'm talking about we used to do all that stuff like happy, like all that place.
But man. to say what you were saying, like with you were saying like the St. Louis crowd or whatever. So because we grew up in Illinois. So, 19, I'm at Heartbreakers. I'm performing. I had 4 tracks. The first 2, they not fucking with me at all.
See, yeah.
Now, when I got into the 3rd and 4th track, I was just at that point where I was like, well, fuck them. I'm just gonna talk my shit with aggression and just like
I've been there.
Whatever. and I'm like, I got my people here, whatever. So if you go crazy, go crazy. Then they started cheering me.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's crazy.
Oh, okay.
The energy you got to
I'm pretty sure Heartbreakers used to be the library or the study hall, and that's where we used to perform before it was there. And then Rolissa's over there, and then all types of
yeah.
See, I feel like you want to go really hard. Like, just find a vacant parking lot instead of a stage, and there you go.
Hey,
People do
pop
that
up,
all
bro.
the time.
I'm telling you, do pop up shows. I've been thinking about it for real. Pop up at the parks. Just pull up, DJ,
Go to the mall.
speakers.
That'd
I'm at
be
a
dope.
park though. I'm just talking about going to different parks. Free concert. Just put them on 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
That shit ain't gonna work.
That's what I thought. I thought about doing that last year, like, but not at a park, but actually like Wash Avenue or Delmar Loop.
So they actually do a lot of shows on
Just
there.
do pop up.
Just
and
pop-ups,
videotape the whole thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just make it
that'd
a
be
whole
hard.
thing.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Plan that. Let's plan it right now.
We could do a podcast pop up, do a show.
Yeah, boy, that would be dope.
I'm telling you.
So I used to live in Kirkwood, and there's the park like 5 minutes away from my house. They had like an amphitheater, and we're talking like the half
Like a shell.
And honestly, like that'd be a good venue, especially for like just whatever crowd. But like I said, if you ever did like just a mall, like an old mall, like you got Jamestown Mall, you got what's that mall that closed down? You got the Mills, you got that whole entire like parking space and shit. So like it'd be great to kind of be like, okay, let's do a show where anyone can just come through and be like there's a name for not
A rave.
there you go. And we ain't gonna go home that
Abandoned
night.
ass warehouse,
Man.
people getting fucked up.
You better pray you're gonna go home that
that
night.
ain't gonna be safe back there.
Yeah,
Oh man, that'd be crazy too. Like it'd be like Travis Scott all over again. Shout out.
Shout out Travis Scott, man.
And that was still like the most epic story. I'm gonna be clear, and I'm gonna be my point on this. I ain't trying to pick sides or Travis Scott or other people. It's like you're at a show, all right? You at a show, big crowd. Okay, he basically did what Woodstock did. Everybody was on something.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was on something. They were fucked up. People pass out, wherever the case is.
He can't control
Do
that shit.
Everybody gets fucked up before they
we
go
all
home.
actually know what goes on at a Travis Scott show, man.
Right.
Like,
Everything.
man, this man,
Spits all type
man,
of
mosh pits,
Don't
roller
bring a
coasters.
child in that place. Man.
Like, man, roller coasters, bro. Like, what? Bro, have you ever seen this?
Oh,
man
Astro
before?
World type stuff.
Astro World.
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole different experience.
festival,
man.
bro.
Like,
He's a rock star.
I know where the
Man,
kids
it's
at. I don't
crazy.
know what's
I'm telling you.
going on.
it's crazy.
I don't know. I feel like he could have stopped his performance though. Once he started knowing what was going on, he kept going like he ain't care.
Cause I seen a few of the clips and like you compare that to like a rock band. Like okay, they can kind of stop because they can definitely see like they're having a mosh pit, but like the Travis one, like it's a full back crowd. You can't even move. You definitely can't move. So
people
you know
passing out left and right.
You're gonna be moving and bobbing and like you don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
Well,
but
like, you could kind of see like if you see emergency people moving around a little bit too much, like. And you paying attention to that type of stuff because when I'm at show, you still paying attention for any red flags or anything going on. Just for you to continue going on, you know when something's on high alert. He know he had never been in a situation like that before, so that's just how I feel about it. I would have stopped, not just keep going on with the show.
I can see both sides though. I can see like, yeah, if you see some shit going on, just go ahead and stop and see what's going on. Let them handle it. But then the people who paid their money to go see you. Hey man, I'm not gonna completely leave. Let's let this get cleared out, and then I'll continue the show for the people who's not out there tweaking and doing.
Right, that's probably what I would have did. What you just said right there.
Yeah, that's a fly.
But like, okay, so would that be compared differently to like a concert fight? Like the two dudes, two girls, whatever, they're fighting in the middle of a show.
I ain't stopping.
Would you? You wait.
Nah, I ain't
it's your fight.
I might get down the middle and be like, hey,
come up here and fight.
They could be. Cause ain't no telling what they arguing about, you know. So they ain't.
Run up on the stage, you want.
Bam.
Yeah, I probably ain't stopping the show for that, but with Travis Scott, that was different.
Because like I
less
seen bar
bottles
fights,
thrown and shit and all type of stuff. Then I'm gonna be like, hold the fuck.
Yeah.
Because like I seen bar fights and like half the time I don't go there. I mean, if it was one of you guys or another friend, okay, I'll do what I can to stop it if I have the power to. But like I've seen two other dudes or two other girls going at it. Leave them alone. I got a drink and there's a show going on. Or I'm just at the bar with my friends. Let it happen.
They fist fighting or they just yelling?
We're talking like fist fight.
Oh, I'm probably just gonna leave. I'm gonna pay my tab, be out. I'm sorry.
Really?
I ain't fucking.
So I got a question. So when you do stop and you start back, do you start your whole set over? Or do you start from where you
start the song over? That was
that was planned. Yep. Yeah.
Start from that part right there.
No, start the whole song.
The whole
of that one.
I'm saying that's you in the middle of your set. Though.
Yeah. Well,
whatever song.
Because you got if your set's 15, 20 minutes and it's one, then you got to go back and find what you were.
What do you do?
It kind of depends on what type of set you doing though.
Hopefully a DJ can throw you into
That's what I was about to say.
Spot on the wave and you just jump in. You know?
But if you got a band, you still can freestyle it though.
Yeah.
Because 9
times out of 10,
but if it's just a DJ,
nah, you still can freestyle it. It just depends on like if you came with a preset already made. Now that's different. But if you got your DJ your stuff and he doing your set as it going on, he doing the phase out and the gunshots and all that, you might have a song that fits what just happened.
Right.
You know, for real. So then
but that's
you can get that.
Yeah, that can fit that prefabricated set. You know
so
what I'm saying? It'd be hard to break that up.
Yeah, so it's kind of depend. But if it's already
I don't trust a lot
song.
of DJs though with like 6 separate songs either.
Nah, I don't. I come with everything prepared.
A lot, though.
I come prepared.
You
got to come with the. I had to come with the first.
Yeah, me too. I got my sound effects and everything already in it. I don't want you doing none of it.
That's exactly what
I don't need your hands. I don't need none of that. I already added them in, bro.
They already are. Just push play.
You just press play. If I said press pause on this part, you pause right there. That's it. I don't need nothing extra.
At that point, you know, I don't know who should be more embarrassed, the DJ or the artist. That right there is going to be another question.
No, the DJ should be fucking embarrassed because if the artist came to you like, here's an MP3 that's fucking 12 minutes long. I don't need you to do shit but press play. I don't trust you.
I don't know you, though.
That's,
you know
that's
what
the
I mean?
thing. That like the DJ should be more embarrassed business wise. You know what I'm saying?
The powers of flash drive, ladies and gentlemen. The powers of a flash drive.
So you can get it all on that.
Sometimes they still mix it up. They're like, hold on, that song, that's not this one. The next
wrong song, bro.
Or the song ain't loaded up and all that. Now your whole set to stop.
Yeah.
And you just looking at the crowd. I just seen that happen at shows. I'm like, bro, what?
Me once, man.
You had to let it load.
The DJ messed something up, man. I don't know. I had to stop and go back and holler. I'm like, man,
right? Like,
I forgot the mic was on. Man, what's going on back here? Like, I tried to keep cool for a little bit, but you know.
See, when they told me like send that shit in the email, I was like, okay, cool. So in the body of the email, I'm going to explain everything. I need you to play this song first. Here's the attachment. This is the second song.
Attachment.
Here's the attachment.
I ain't gonna lie. My shit's
So
too
if
big
you
to send in
mess
an
this up-
email, so I'm taking the flash drive with me every time I bring a flash drive.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
backup power.
you did yours like that. I'm telling you, man. Look, my whole set was already in stone. Like it was,
34 minutes.
man, it was one file.
One file.
I can pull it up. It ain't no this, that. It was the whole file.
That's how much
You
it was.
play it. It got my drown outs, my
Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's a
voice.
smart idea.
It's no reason
that's
for you
all
to
that
mess
money.
up.
That's
You
all
already
that money.
went through the problems of
Right.
chopping it up for you, so that you can't mess up. And if you still
Just
mess
turn
up,
my mic up.
I
That's
might
all I want
fight
you.
the DJ. At that
Well, see, though, that depends
Like,
on
you ain't even
gotta-
giving them chance, though.
Nah.
If you got a set already like that, then that DJ could move lights to the sounds or
Yeah.
do
Some.
other shit.
Yeah,
you
do
know,
other
work
things.
with fog.
Yeah,
work
let
with
make they
songs
job a
that
little
play.
and kind of
easier.
go with everything else.
Yeah.
Mess
with effects.
I seen that, like, you know, but it's like they some DJs, and no offense to all of them out there, but like some want to be extra, some want to be kind of, you know, changing the plan, but at least tell the artist first. Tell if you're gonna change the song, or if you feel like change the song, okay, tell DJ or say, hey, dude, your song's not playing, so you want to try to go to the next one, or you want to do. And I respect DJs, you know, they're putting on most of the show next to the artist because they're the ones with the sound, and then the artist has the voice and the movement.
Right.
So they got to keep the
it's a
audience
But
live too in between sets.
I say this though, if your song stop, like try to play it off and go to the next song, because the only one that know the set
Like
is
2
you and the
seconds.
DJ. Yeah, so like play that next song, then come back, got that loaded up, you know, for real. So not just sit right there and be like an awkward silence, and you got to figure out what to do, wait on the song to load, and all that stuff. Like, but nah, I for real though, I had like this a A and then this a B one. Like I had 2 different ones. Like I send people, because you don't want to have, man, that's a bro.
Right.
See, I think it's
I ain't
just
never
like,
had that happen though to me though. You know,
Well, I mean, you know, like I said before, you know, you make a track and then there you go, there's your album. But like performing, you want to get the right songs, you want to kind of get it all in order, you know, start good, then just go pow, pow, pow for the last few. And you want it to be perfect. You want it to go the way you want to go. And, you know, tell the DJ, hey, do not change anything. Don't try to chop or screw anything up. Play like it is. Unless you know what you're doing, and I seen your work, and you definitely freestyle while still on the song. Go ahead.
We rehearsed or something.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah, because
Sushi 2 gonna be crazy.
man, it's gonna be
yeah, Sushi 2 is gonna be crazy. Yeah, so I can't wait. We're gonna keep like 90% of the people. Probably change up like 3 people on it. You know, so it'd be some fresh faces for the crowd.
Whatever brings the crowd, dog.
To feel, but
Whatever brings the crowd, man. 'Cause like I said,
everybody that's heard gonna be on it though.
I need the whole set.
I got you, dog.
Get the set, bro.
I'm doing 2 cameras then. Shit.
I'm like, yeah,
How's he gonna dance with 2 cameras?
Hey, but I think we all agree though.
I
Like
never do 3.
I wouldn't better do it there. You know, again, it'd be impossible. But 2, I want everybody to be at their full power. So like, if people want to use a band, you know, for real, you want to use more theatrics, different lightings and all that and stuff to add to the set. I want that flair to be there, you know, and not for us to be limited.
From what we did, it can only go up.
Yep.
The stairs
So
is only 12 by 12 or 12 by 10.
Yeah, and then everybody here studies their craft. Everybody, you know, they care about what they do. So the next time you see them, it ain't gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be times 10. So you gonna think you coming and expecting what you saw. It's gonna be greater, you know, than that, because we all put so much pride into, you know, what we do. So it's gonna be on another level next time.
Because like even like I said, you know, your first performance, then your second, whatever case is, you knew how to really list your songs. You saw that people react to it. So you keep it the same, or you could change it. You know, it's up to you. But like I said, it's always a crowd. Definitely read the crowd. Every artist should know this. You read the crowd and they vibe with you. You got yourself a good show. They ain't got to change nothing. I mean, unless it's got to be last minute. And, you know, delays will come through. We all been there. But, you know, the show will still go on. You ain't going to stop because of one person. No.
Right.
Just keep it going. Like if I had to get a guest for my show, I could probably have like 10 people on. And then some other people may call off. That's cool. I still got a few more people to keep the show going.
Right.
The important thing is, no matter what show, no matter who you book, no matter where at, you still want to keep the show going unless something came up and you have to just cancel it or postpone it to another time. But you put your heart, like I said, it's a job because you put in your heart and soul to make the bill, call these dudes and whatever, like, hey, let's do a show. I want you on this and blah blah blah, and then pow, that's your assignment. You're done. So now you gotta wait for them to come through, and then you start, and then the show begins.
Right.
That's how it is. That's how it works. And for a lot of new guys out there, you're gonna make a mistake. I promise you that much. I have. Not saying I regret or anything, but it's just it's a learning experience.
Yeah, you learn for sure. You learn.
You get the hang of it. You definitely get the hang of it. But it pays off later. It definitely pays off later in the future. And like I said, I definitely wanted to see you guys come together again. I definitely want to see you guys do more performances and just really not amping the crowd up, but amping yourself up. Because if you're not amped, they're not amped.
Right.
If they ain't feeling it, you ain't feeling it.
Right.
Real.
If the songs ain't banging, they think you ain't banging.
Yeah, you gotta believe your own shit.
Yep.
If you know your craft that well, stick with it.
I think Dustin talked about this before. He was like, if the crowd gonna know the truth,
Yeah,
for sure. They gonna know. They gonna see that if you feeling your music or not. And if you don't feel it, why should somebody else? It's like
The show effects.
Hey, you know what? I agree with him. I agree with him as far as I agree with him. I gotta, my man Dustin say, man, pull the mic. But anyway, I felt like y'all was laughing at that. But anyway, no, man, I agree with him, though, man. You gotta, like, I respect my peers, and they, with their feedback. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, your shit dope or whatever, because we all do the same shit.
Right.
But I respect more of the reaction. The people who really don't, it's just the listeners. Like, if they kind of popping with, like, they liking it, and
let's keep it going.
That's it.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Let me
end it right if that's the case.
Exactly.
Hey, you get one person at the end saying, man, that shit was fire. I loved it. That's all you need, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one person actually that liked your shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you make a fan base.
Yeah, mission complete.
Like you said, they're going to bring another person next time. You got to check this out.
They're going to bring like 2-3 people. Then that person might tell somebody and bring somebody. Yeah, so
we're going to need a stadium.
No ball. You hear me? Hello.
it's going to be big.
We're going to need a
next.
stadium.
It's gonna be big next time. But quick question though, what was y'all favorite songs from y'all sets that y'all did that night?
Shit. Since you asked it, you go first.
You want me to go first?
Since you asked the question, what's your favorite song from your set?
My favorite song from my set.
We'll go around.
I got 2. What? I got 3.
You asked the question.
I got just one.
Go one.
I say it's the one that surprised all y'all when I did the R&B song.
Surprised me a little bit.
I say that because then nobody know I did no R&B.
Cheers,
Then when I did the rose petals around the chair and stuff.
We in the house recording all type of shit. He ain't tell me shit about the R&B shit. Now, I'm playing my songs and all that. He heard my R&B joints, all that. Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm fucking with that. Yeah, I'm hearing all this hard shit. We get to the fucking show. All of a sudden, mic check. He do R&B track. He come to me like, you ain't know I had that.
See, and that's why I hate it. That's why I hate about the sound. I ain't want nobody to hear my stuff at sound check, but we had to make sure it was right. I wanted to surprise everybody with it. Like for real.
You know for sure you surprised.
But I did say at the interview though, I was telling you I was gonna do something different. But I ain't never done before.
We done rehearsed together and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't let him hear that one. Yeah. He done heard the majority of it. He ain't heard that one.
We get the mic check. We on mic check. I'm sitting, I'm chilling. Then I heard, I know he up there, but my back to the stage because I know he just going through the perks. And I heard a song come on. And I heard him hit a note. I just looked back like, what the
Where they come from?
Oh man, kind of.
And you know what?
Like, what?
He did his mic check. Once he came to me and said, "Oh, you ain't know I had that, did you?" I say, "I did not," and that was fire. I'm not doing mic check at all.
Right. No.
Fuck y'all. What I'm gonna do is, as soon as the show starts, I'm gonna just turn the fuck up. I ain't doing mic check at all because he surprised me with that shit. So yeah, it was lit.
But I say my favorite song from my set was the very first one when I first came on, The Difference.
Yeah.
It was The Difference because
I like that.
How everybody reacted to it, responded to it, you know, like
It hit.
yeah, it definitely hit. And like especially with people didn't know, like really didn't know what to expect. A lot of people have never seen me perform, never heard my music or anything like that. But just, you know, seeing how everybody responded to it, that really got me going.
It was like they was waiting on that sound. They was like, the beat hard, but how you finna sound? Like how Eric said.
Cause
then once it was hard,
came on, everybody
was like,
hold
up, this hard.
Hold up, you got to really spit to this.
Yeah,
and like
Matchez
Matchez said.
I would say like what Kenny was saying, like I heard you like it's a bunch of everybody was on the car was doing their shit, but when I heard your shit, I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
You got the feel.
Right.
I heard the track dope, but then at the same time, like you said earlier, his stage presence was crazy. So that's a different. That's different from having a good track and also having the stage presence with it, because you got to perform that track.
Yeah, to deliver.
Sometimes
And I was
think,
like,
right.
his stage presence made me like the track even more.
So I feel like sometimes I think some of my
I'm
tracks are
fucking
like,
with
oh, these are good tracks, but live they're even better.
Yeah, when you
you know what I'm
perform,
saying?
yeah.
But some tracks, it'll be, you like
Right.
it just in the car, and
Exactly.
then live, you like that shit ass live a little bit. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
crazy because I didn't even
what it
like
is.
that track that much at first. And
Really?
I
He went
did.
crazy.
I liked them all,
did.
bro. For real.
He said something about it when we was rehearsing. He was like, bro, because I didn't have it recorded yet. It was like I recorded it like 2 days before the show.
Which one did you do for the podcast? That last podcast?
Giver.
That shit was fire.
And that was the last song that I did. But when we was rehearsing, I just did the vocals. I just spit the raw vocals. He was like, man, like, what's up? Like, I like that. You should have told me about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But,
would want to get on that. But
yeah,
that was hard.
yeah, you definitely own that though.
It set the tone
Yeah.
like for everything. That was the perfect track to come out to.
Well, we all three here now, so we might as well set up something to where all three of us on the same song.
What should I follow?
Oh shit!
Man.
My bad. I'm leaving.
No, you know what?
So really say,
This feels like segregation to me. I don't know what.
He talked to the cousin, man. He got the brothers.
Cut the OG out.
I knew it was coming.
You know what?
Apologize.
I'm finna call fire on that motherfucker. now.
Hey, you know what? I deserve that one.
We're gonna have a diss track later.
Never.
Feel like segregation.
Hey, he had me recount. I'm like,
You got to be the first motherfucker on the track. Now, like, yeah,
I'll be in
man.
the middle.
man.
We gotta make some shit work.
I had to count the bodies.
I've always wanted to do like when you got a whole ticket for a show, everybody on one track,
Yeah,
like
everybody on the
Master
same
P used to do,
track.
like
Say a whole
10
nother
people.
vibe.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody one verse on. Yeah, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
that'd
saying?
be hard.
That means everybody got to stick and watch their people
You
to
know
the
what?
end.
Hey, boys, everybody.
You know what I would like though? A cipher.
Yeah.
A cipher.
I seen
Shoot it in black and
seen
white.
it. I
Shoot
heard
it
the
in black
anime
and
ones.
That'd be
Oh my
called
god, it's
promo.
amazing.
Shoot it in black and white.
For all.
For the
Exactly.
sushi too. We gotta do that.
Well, we gotta block that out. Yeah,
Oh,
nobody
we-
heard that. Nobody heard that. So we got technical
Everybody
difficulties.
on sushi too. Let's shoot the
Technical
freestyle.
difficulties.
Yeah, okay. All right.
For sure.
I would say do like what the
That's a
game
good
did with
idea.
One Blood. It had like 25 fucking hours on like for 2 seconds.
That Wu-Tang.
No, you figure.
When the game had One Blood, it had that remix, that mega remix.
Man, that song was too long.
It was like 20 minutes though, but you
I never
figure-
listened to that whole song.
You figure like Sushi too, if whoever's 8-9 artists on the card put together a
6 minute track, bro.
fucking with 8 bars.
Yeah.
Everybody spit their shit and use that as promo.
Yeah, exactly.
Or have like
Same beat.
It's like a freshman freestyle for the
Yes.
cars.
Like
Shit
sections.
like that.
separate sections.
Yeah.
Like this the promo video for this time. This the promo video
That'd
for
be
this
dope.
time.
See, I could
Yeah,
definitely
that'd
see like a cipher work, especially when you know the right tone that you want to put in, and they can definitely keep people going. Because I don't know who, God, I forgot who the YouTuber was. But I know a few YouTubers like they did it, and it was like Dragon Ball Z ones or Demon Slayer ones, and all these different animes. I'm like, that's fucking amazing. And they were like 11 minutes, but it was still, I was still keep playing it.
Keep it there, yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Especially like back in the day, a remix, yeah, okay, that's fine. But like now, the collaboration can be so mass. It's like it still sounds fucking great. Mm-hmm. No matter what you talk about, it's still gonna be great. Mm-hmm. And like I said, you get the right people in, cool. We just made a fucking deal. Mm-hmm. And now, what do you want to expect more of? You want to expect more just the people, or you want to expect more of the billing?
Sure. I mean, I ain't saying it as a cop out, but both. You know, for real, I want everybody to elevate on both sides. Yeah, they both. It's both. They both are equally as important.
All the dice.
It's a puzzle. You know, you need that back because I think also too when we was performing certain things too, like how the crowd reacted made you perform better. You know, for real, because you knew they was feeling it a little bit more, so that helps you. So it's kind of a back and forth thing. Y'all helping each other. You know, for real with it. So both of them is equally as important, for real.
Well, like I said, man, keep doing what you're doing, and we'll do what we can to make it out there, all right?
Yes, sir.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great hour with these guys. Let's give them one more round of applause, shall we? That was a good show.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Can we say one more thing?
By all means, let's go. What you got?
Every show, everybody, stay and support the motherfucking artists, man. I don't care if your person is performing first or last, especially the artists. If you on the card, you stay for your peers.
Everybody.
I gotta support everybody who doing the same shit I'm doing, and the people that's there, encourage them to stay as well because they coming to support you. But know that those are they peers, and hey, they doing the same shit you doing. Stay in support, man. Let's help each other and let's get it going. You feel me?
That right there, ladies and gentlemen. How you end an exclusive Kingdom with Keenan episode. Once again, thank you guys for coming on. Now, first, before we end it, you already know, tags, shout outs, where can we find y'all?
Ready Made on IG, so you can do READY-MADE, and I'm on Spotify. All of the streamings for Self Made, the album.
All right.
Oh, on me?
Okay.
All right. Don't be scared.
It's like school,
Man, Matchez Malone. Make sure I was telling Dustin Diggs the other day. Shout out to him. Matchez Malone on all streaming platforms, all social media, all that. Make sure you spell that thing with a Z. Everybody always spell it with the S. It's the Matchez with a Z. Spell it with Matchez with a Z. Matchez Malone. Check me out. Yeah, I'm everywhere. So,
boom. All right.
Okay.
Kenny, speaking.
Kenny Moses on Facebook, spelled the regular way, KENNYMOSES, and then on IG it's a little different. It's the brand Worthy Circle, so it's Worthy_Circle, and that's how you find me.
Is that your brand? By the way?
Yeah, 6
I'm gonna have to get some of that to rock at the next show, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure.
I need a 6-eye shirt too. I'm slacking.
Oh yeah.
Me too, man.
And last but not least, Steffine, what you got? Speak it, baby.
All right, yep. So Steffine Urkell on Facebook, and also on Instagram also too. But put a hashtag in the middle of the two names, and also we can't leave it out too because he got it on. He made me want to wear mine. Hit me up for the 6-eye merch, Steffine Urkell. So hit me up for the merch, man. We got the shirts and everything, and then I got on one of the hoodies and stuff too. It's gonna be out like this fall and all that. But
gotta get a little more.
Man, get them get the shirts and stuff, man.
Stay ready for that sushi too, man.
Yeah, sushi too. Y'all
nigiri
for
it. That nigiri.
Well, once again, gentlemen, thank you guys for being on the show, Kicking It with Keenan, because y'all know what it means. If y'all want to get on the show, by all means, hit me up, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything. And get ready for Sushi 2. It's going to be big. It's going to be popping. All right? Give us the fine. Give it with Kenny. Give it Matchez. Give it Jason. Give it everybody. All right? So, you guys, stay cool. Stay safe. Stay tuned. And like always, stay awesome. Peace.